What's up, crew? Welcome to another video. This is just how it's gonna be. Every time I get into this car, I always forget, because I do the remote start, that you have to hit the start button when you get in the car, or else you cannot get in drive, reverse, or do really anything. Headed over to Extreme. It's Wednesday. Just in case I upload this on a weird day like Saturday. I've got a lot of video work that I'm working on right now. One of them is for Neil and Extreme with a challenge coming up, or like they're trying to do a 30-day ramp up, I call it. He's calling it a jump start or something like that. It's really just an introduction. It's a different type of on-ramp for people who maybe never tried CrossFit or are interested in joining but don't necessarily want to jump right into it, which is generally most people who hear about CrossFit. Well, I shot that a while ago, got some testimonials, working on putting together the footage. Might have two different videos. One is just footage with text, and the other one is going to be a string of testimonials kind of interlaced into each other, however way it makes sense, which is probably the one I'm more interested in, because it tells the story of like what newcomers felt and still feel. And then the other one is more of just like the easy way of getting the message out without expecting anybody to listen or, you know, dive too much into it. They can just sit there, watch and read. They don't even need to know what the music is. And then I have a project with a couple other companies that I'm working on. One of them I'm scripting a little bit. We've already shot some footage, but we're trying to complete it and finish it up. And then the other one is just a redo of something I've done in the past. It's just to tailor it to this year's competition. You'll probably see some Instagram posts that obviously highlight some of the stuff that I did with those things. I don't really want to talk about who they are or what they do, just because it gets old. I don't know what I mean by that, but anyway, head to Extreme, getting a workout in. Not sure how much I'm going to record. Brought my crane gimbal so I can get some sexy footage, and it's an easier tripod than the GorillaPod, because the GorillaPod I have to spin a knob and then sometimes it gets stuck, so I have to like move it around and get weird with it. Whereas with the crane, you know, while it's a gimbal and it's like super high tech for what I'm doing with it right now, other than, you know, the times that I film Neil and get him doing workouts, the steady footage is awesome and great. For me, it's like it doesn't make sense because I don't have anyone following me. But what makes it easier is I can put it down wherever I want, and as long as it's on the specific mode, I can turn it, you know, pan it left to right or tilt it up and down to wherever I'm going to be. Whereas with the GorillaPod, I had to do so much finagling to get it to face the way that I wanted to, that I'd end up cutting a lot into my workout. So at least this way, I have a little bit more control over where it's facing. Obviously, I'm putting it through a lot of stress. I'm using it a lot, which means the motors are gonna get worn out quicker and stuff like that. But as long as I balance it right every time, you know, I adjust every single axis, not just the ones that are convenient, then I should be able to maintain the piece of equipment for a very long time, even using it like I am. But long-winded explanation to why I like using a gimbal for recording myself working out. You see a very high-tech piece of equipment to record myself working out. That's nice. But that's that. A couple clips coming up, obviously, some cinematic shares of that fitness. And then something else, I don't know if you've noticed or if you follow Neil Maddox's Instagram, I'm trying to curate more. There was a video that Peter McKinnon did with another YouTuber, a collaboration, talking about upping your story mode and sort of curating your experiences for story mode. So it's not just a bunch of pictures, but it's also not just chaos. It actually makes sense. So like for me, this means fitness. This means trying to shoot, you know, my experience of a workout or Neil's experience of a workout and putting those images or videos together for a story with a title, with a sort of a reason. So I haven't really gotten to the reason part, but I started to take photos, start to practice my photography, because I suck at it. Put together images with, you know, the title Maddox method, which you'll know more about soon, especially after the Open. And trying to, you know, build sort of an expectation of like, here's some really cool footage, here's some really cool images of Neil or myself working out. Obviously, I'm not gonna have many photos of myself because, you know, it's kind of hard filming yourself. It's even harder to photo yourself while working out. Could probably carry around like a remote switch and just like sit there and take pictures as I'm fitnessing, but that'd be awkward with a barbell in my hand. Anyways, rambling too much. Here's some fitness.
Alright, so recording.
Definitely did better than I thought I was going to, but still not where I need to be. Where am I? It's interesting to try to hold this camera and vlog at the same time. You gotta clean up the roller.